I'm doing a tier list on Silent Hill creatures. Yeah, let's begin. I played pretty much every Silent Hill game, um, except for Silent Hill 1, but I've seen a lot on it, so I could clearly just do it based off what I've seen. Um, yeah, so I played Silent Hill 2, I played Silent Hill 3. I haven't played Silent Hill 4, but just like Silent Hill 1, I've seen a lot on it, so I'm probably fine doing that too. I know Silent Hill 4 just had a lot of ghosts, so yeah. It did have, I know the twin victims was another one. Actually, I see them right here. So yeah, I am a huge fan of Silent Hill. I played, did I play Silent Hill 2 on the channel? I can't even remember if I did. But I did beat it, the remake. I don't know if the remake's monsters are on here. I know they're the same, but it looks to be just normal Silent Hill 2, the original. But I believe this is every creature anyways. There might be, like Silent Hill F isn't on here, but that's not even out yet when I'm recording this. This looks like all of them. They even have the short message creature right here too. Um, yeah, this looks like it. Okay, so we have every creature here. Silent Hill 1 to short message. I believe this is everyone. I'm gonna go with it anyways. We're just gonna begin with this is the, like I said, the short message creature. This thing's pretty neat. I thought it was fascinating though, because in the short message when you play it, this thing's like I like to say it's like a 2D creature. It's not even 3D, and it's like movements are weird, but in a good way. Like it kind of does what like I'd say the nurses, like how they kind of like they look like they kind of lag as they move a little bit. Um, I do like that. I think it's pretty creepy. The design of it's interesting, but I still think there's a lot better ones. Like it doesn't like when I see it, I'm not like creeped out about it, but it does look neat. It doesn't really have attacks. Actually, it doesn't technically have any attacks, but it does like it's kind of just um like if you played Shattered Memories, you kind of have like that sequence where you have to like run. That's kind of what this is, but you're running in like a maze, and if this thing catches up to you, which in some cases I swear to God it cheats, it straight up teleports, which is possible. Um, yeah, it's kind of evil, man. But I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna say a B tier. Um, I know I didn't explain this, but I'm gonna explain it now. I'm gonna be basing these off of like their design and moveset, pretty much. Um, it didn't really do any like moves. It just kind of kills you when it comes close. Um, but it does look kind of neat, so I'm gonna give it a B tier. I'm happy with that. These are like the bird creatures, Silent Hill 1. Um, I don't know what to give it. Like I said, I never played Silent Hill 1, so but they are pretty basic. I think they're one of the first enemies you encounter. It's kind of in that restaurant when you meet Sybil Bennett or whatever her name is. They are fascinating. They're kind of based like every Silent Hill 1 creature is kind of based off a little like insect, I'd like to say. Except for the Grey Children, of course. They're obviously not insects, but the birds kind of are. I guess Grey Children would be the first ones you see then. I don't really care for their design though. But it also is Silent Hill 1, so you kind of gotta give it props. I'm gonna give it like a C tier, I think. I'm assuming this is also Silent Hill 1. I don't really know what it is though. It looks like an umbilical cord. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a D tier just because I don't know what it is. These guys are Silent Hill 2. I forgot their names, but they're those little bug creatures. I think they're like creeping something their name is. Um, these guys kind of suck. They deal absolutely no damage, pretty much. Like they're kind of just there to annoy you. They they have a neat kind of a neat backstory. It's something to do with like Silent Hill 1 and like Alessa. It's like Alessa's creation. It's like the only creature reminiscent of Silent Hill 1 that's in Silent Hill 2. but they kind of suck still. They're kind of just annoying. I'm gonna give them a D tier as well. They kind of suck. Um, I'd like to say this is a boss from Silent Hill 1, maybe? I don't know what that is. I know there's something like this in Silent Hill 1. Maybe it's is a different Silent Hill because they kind of look different since these kind of have like the fleshiness. These look more like how this creature looks in this one. Which these I know for sure this one, and this one are not Silent Hill 1. Maybe it's not Silent Hill 1? I don't. No, these guys aren't Silent Hill 2. Maybe it's Downpour. Because I believe this guy's from Downpour. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what he is. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna add a row of saying I'm just gonna put IDK, as in like I don't know. I'm gonna put this guy in there too, since I didn't know what he was. I'm gonna put him in there. I believe these guys are Silent Hill 1, or no, not Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill Downpour, I meant. I believe so. These aren't the Juggernauts. These are I don't know what these guys are either, actually. I definitely recognize him. He's not the Butcher. I don't know what that guy is, bro. These are the dogs. Every dog in Silent Hill is practically the same, so I'm not gonna guess which one this is from. It looks like a newer model, so maybe it's like Homecoming, maybe? It's dogs from Homecoming. Um, but yeah, they all kind of work the same. I know Silent Hill 3s were the split heads, I believe, so they kind of have like a different looking head, so it's definitely not Silent Hill 3. But like I said, every dog kind of has the same attacks. They're just as annoying. Um, I kind of hate dogs, but to be honest, they are kind of difficult compared to most monsters in Silent Hill. So maybe they're also just well, this one at least is pretty normal looking. Like this kind of is just like reminiscent of like the Resident Evil dogs too. So I'm gonna D tier them. They're annoying and they're not really interesting. This creature I'm assuming is from Silent Hill Downpour. I never played much of Downpour, mostly because it sucked. Same as with Homecoming, though. I actually did like Homecoming. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I thought the creatures were really cool in that game too. I never finished it though. But this creature, I'm assuming, is from Downpour. I'd like to see its full face. It's not the Weeping Bats or whatever their name is it? I'd like to see. Maybe they're. There's that Butcher guy. I think no. That's definitely Downpour though. I've seen that. There's the Juggernauts. Oh no, he's right there. That's the Weeping Bat. So I don't know what this guy is then. I'm just gonna put him in. I don't know. I don't know what he is. This is um, isn't it Alessa from Silent Hill 1? How is she a monster? I don't, cause doesn't she just convert into this thing? I don't think you ever fight her. How is she? What? Unless I'm remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's not something you actually fight. She's just something who turns into this. Maybe you do fight her. I just never. I don't know. Um, I don't know how to rate this. 'Cause I know what she is, but I don't think you fight her. Unless there's two different like endings in Silent Hill 1 where there's one where you fight her and then the other one you don't. Because I know you like I think you do something you like I think you throw something at her that you randomly find throughout the game. It's like some goo and you throw it at her and she like kind of goes in like agonizing pain and then this thing comes out. So maybe if you don't do that, you just fight her. I've never seen her though. I'm just gonna put her in I don't know because I've never seen her. But this thing I do know. This is the devil thing as I explained there. This thing's really cool. This is like a top tier boss. in all of Silent Hill. This thing's just omega cool. Um, I love the design. Um, it fits the thing well too, like the whole story to it, because the game's like, this is a cult who's like worshiping a god. So of course this like devilish beast comes out, which is just cool. I'm gonna S tier this one because this is just a cool looking boss. This is one of the best looking creatures in Silent Hill 1. Then we got the Grey Child, also Silent Hill 1. These guys, mm, they're pretty basic. They kind of run up to you with like knives. Oh wait, no, these are not the Grey Child. These are the I just want to correct myself. Can I find the Grey Children in this? Because I know there's like shadow models that don't attack you. They just kind of are there to scare you, I guess. Wait, is that? No, that's got Henry in it. Right there, isn't that the Grey Child? I'm gonna assume this is the Grey Child because I'm pretty sure it is. It looks like him. So yeah, these are the ones that don't attack you. They just kind of like scare you, I guess, or like a small jump scare. It'll probably make you panic a little bit. But they're kind of just shadow models that kind of chill around. I don't know what to think about them because they're not cool. Like they're cool, but they're not interesting, I guess. They do give good horror vibes though, because they're kind of in that school area that you kind of roam around in. So they're neat. I'm gonna give them a C tier. I think that's fair. They're pretty neat. Okay, we got the mannequins. Okay, so I'm gonna rate the mannequins based off the remake since that's the one I actually played. I never played the original. And in the remake, they basically will hide, um, and they jump scare you real good. They were one of my favorite creatures in that game. Really cool. Um, what should I give this guy? I think I'm gonna give them an A tier because they actually are probably the spookiest ones in that game. Just because they could jump scare you. I know in the original though they don't like hide and then jump scare you. They kind of just like appear like how a mannequin would, where they're like stationary, and then once you kind of see them, that's when they start moving. But they actually made them truly scary in the remake, and I do really love that change. So I'm quite happy they did that. Um, I recognize this guy too. I don't remember who he is though. What is this guy again? He's not the Insane King. He's literally right there. So I don't know what this guy is again. I'm putting him in, I don't know. Same as with this guy. What is this guy? I kind of wish some of these images were like larger, because I don't. It's hard to tell what some of these guys are. Like, what is this? It looks like a. Actually, I can't even tell what that looks like. It looks like lava down there and like some weird looking man child thing. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna put both of these in I don't know because I don't know those guys. The fuck is this thing, dude? I don't know what some of these creatures are. It would help a lot if these images had names on them because I know names a lot more than the actual like look of them. Can I like search with Google Lens? Did it? You know what? I don't even know. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put these guys in I don't know. What is that thing, dude? Give me the names. Okay, this thing I think was a Silent Hill 1 creature. Actually, I believe this is the split head thing. Or maybe it's Silent Hill 2. Or 3. Maybe it was 3. This could have been one of the bosses, I think, where it like kind of splits its head open and does things. Um, if that is true, and I'm thinking of the right guy, these guys were kind of cool, and if they were in Silent Hill 1, they're probably one of the cooler ones. I actually think this was a boss fight, not a creature, but um, I'm happily C-tiering them, I think. Um, what? Wait, so it's just this guy, but invisible? Dude, what are these creatures, man? A centipede? I'm assuming this is Silent Hill 1, based off the fact it's a centipede. Um, Because I mean, like I stated with these guys, pretty much all Silent Hill 1 creatures were like based off insects, so this guy must have been Silent Hill 1. I don't know much about him though. What was his attacks? I don't care for the whole look of him because it's once again just a random insect. It's nothing special. I might just detour him. I don't remember too much of him, but yeah. This is another dog. I can't really tell which game it's from though. But like I've said with the dogs, they pretty much all have the same attacks. This guy looks cooler than that one though. He looks blind. I'm pretty sure Silent Hill 3 had these guys, I think? Or is this Homecoming? 'Cause I know Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill Homecoming, um, did Downpour have dogs? I don't think Downpour did it? I don't remember if it did or not. But there is 3 dogs, so another game must have had one. I can't remember which one, but I will give this a C tier based off its looks. I do like the whole blind dog kind of thing. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it a D plus tier. I think that's fair. D plus tier. Okay, finally, one I know. The Abstract Daddy from Silent Hill 2. This thing's incredible. The whole design and backstory of it is so interesting. Um, with like Angela and like her, you know, I don't want to get into rough details here, but this is probably one of the more scary kind of bosses with like the whole story of it. Um, yeah, I love the Abstract Daddy a lot. I think I'm gonna give the Abstract Daddy an S tier just because I love it a lot. The story of it, even the design is just horrifying looking. I'm happy with that. The nurses, I mean, nurses are just iconic in general. Um, hmm. Their attacks are interesting. They also change throughout some of the games. Like, there's another nurse right there. This one is the Silent Hill 2 one, though, because it has the lead pipe and you can tell by the face, too. These ones, I'm not sure which game these ones would be from. I know Homecoming is in a hospital and they're in there too, but this doesn't look like the ones in Homecoming. These ones are Silent Hill 4s, I know that. Mostly because they have the weird, like the burp noise when you hit them. There's another nurse. That's Homecoming right there. That's 100% Homecoming. Wait, same as that one though. Wait, Homecoming have 2 different nurses? That's definitely Homecoming. 100% Homecoming right there. Which one is that one? Maybe Downpour had nurses? I don't know. Hmm. Well, anyways, Silent Hill 2 nurses, very iconic. They were the first time nurses were in a game, I guess. Or Silent Hill 1 had nurses, didn't it? Because I know it had, um, I don't remember her name, but she was the one in the red nurse outfit. It was one of the NPC characters you meet. Um, yeah. I mean, Silent Hill 2 nurses, I'm probably gonna S tier just because they're very memorable. They're awesome. Very cool design too. After a little while, I know in the remake, I think the original ones do this too. They kind of have that head shake, which I think is just horrifying looking. It's pretty cool. These guys, these are what are they called again? They're from Silent Hill 2. Uh, I don't remember their name though. But they come out of the ceiling and attack you. The Flesh Lips, that's their name. I know in the remake there's only one you fight, but I know in the original there's either 2 or 3 of them you fight in that whole thing. I know in the remake you kill the one and then the other one pops out and it pops out during a cutscene, which brings you into the whole new area. So it's a little different in the remake. It's probably actually easier in the remake. But I know it has 3 phases or 2 phases in the remake. which is pretty neat. Um, because it kind of goes from like in the roof, then you damage it quite a bit, then it goes out of the roof and kind of turns into this spider-like thing, kind of similar to the Mary boss fight. Um, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. A pretty cool fight. The original is a little more boring, but the design is incredible. I do love the design a lot. I'm not 100% sure what the thing next to it is though, but they're part of the same thing, so maybe it's part of the original. Something in there that I just can't quite remember. Um, I'm gonna give these guys an A tier. I think that's fair. Cool design. I think some other creatures are better though. Yeah. This would be the very first creature you meet in Silent Hill 2. Um, what are they called again? God, I am so bad at names right now. I haven't played Silent Hill in a bit, so I don't remember their names now. God damn it. It's the one you always remember, man. But they're really cool. They kind of shoot that like acid out of them. Um, I like them. They do fall down. I don't. It doesn't count as a different creature in here, but they do fall down and kind of like crawl a bit. Pretty cool. Um, I think for a first creature, they're perfect. They're pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll give them a B tier. They're cool design. I don't really know their backstory. I don't think they even really have a backstory. Oh wait, no, I guess they do. It's something to do with Mary, but that's pretty much all I know about. Yeah. These guys are, I think, the Silent Hill 2 ones. Yeah, because there's Silent Hill 3 right there. So these are Silent Hill 2. These are, can't remember their names. The Mandarins, that's their names. Just like oranges, Mandarin oranges. Um, yeah, these guys are pretty cool. They're mostly seen. I know they're a little more prominent in the remake compared to the original. Mostly in the original Silent Hill 2, they only appear on those like levels where there's like those gates in the floor. They'll appear there, so it's a little different. I know in the remake, they appear also as like they'll kind of cling to the roof now too. So you'll see them throughout the game a little differently, and pretty cool. I do love them a lot. Um, what would I rate them? Oh, there's also that stealth area too you have to go through, which I really enjoyed that. I thought that was neat. Playing that for the first time was fucking terrifying. But that was really cool. That was in the remake. The original didn't have that. I don't. I think it had that area, but it didn't have the mandarins the way they were, which is perfect. I think they really changed that well. I love these creatures. I'm gonna give these guys an A tier. I do like them a lot. All right, final boss, Silent Hill 2. We got Mary. I love the design of Mary. Once again, I'm basing my rating off Silent Hill 2 Remake because it's a little different. I'd say it's better than the original 2. The original kind of just had you shooting her as she appears in this image, and that's really it. She eventually dies. In the remake, there's now 3 phases. So you beat her once again just like this, and then she turns into the spider creature. Um, then you kill her as the spider creature, and then she kind of screams and the floor collapses in. And now you have to beat her while she. It's kind of like this boss fight right here, where she kind of pops out here and there, and you gotta beat her up there, and then you kill her. So yeah, pretty fun. I really love this design though. Pretty cool, but it also kind of just takes from this boss fight and then remixes it a bit. Um, so it's nothing too different. The way this floats though, I think is really cool looking. Definitely interesting. Nothing you see in horror kind of thing. Um, yeah, I think these are truly incredible. Great boss. I love the way the remake. I love the noises that this creature makes too in the remake. So pretty cool. But like I said, it kind of reuses things. I think I'm giving it a B tier. It's also not the best boss fight. I think the boss fights in the other games. I even think the first game had a better boss fight than Mary. But yeah, Pyramid Head. I mean, no explanation. He's an S tier. He is the most prominent creature in Silent Hill, Everybody knows Pyramid Head. If you don't know Pyramid Head, then you don't know horror in general, so just learn a bit. Yeah, pretty cool. Is this just James? What is this? Wait, is it saying that James is a creature? What is that? Seriously, it's James. I mean, James is a violent man, but he ain't no creature, man. Why is there a picture of James here? Maybe there's supposed to be something in front of here, but I can't make it out, and I can't make the image larger, so I'm just gonna say I don't know because it's just James. I don't see a creature there. Okay. All right, now we're on to one of my favorite normal creatures in Silent Hill, which is these guys. The name I can't remember. It's not Mandarin this time, but it's something different. They're definitely based off of them though. Really cool. They're tall and scary. Very nice. I think it's one of the best first creatures you appear with. It's definitely the most scariest too, because they're just tall and they're kind of tanky, but not as bad. At least you get a handgun immediately, unlike Silent Hill 2. But yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I do like these guys a lot. I'm, I think I'm just gonna give these guys straight A tier. I don't have much more to say about them. They have really good design, just like the Mandarins do. Um, yeah. I don't really know their story though for Silent Hill 3. I'm not sure. We got the Silent Hill 3 dogs, which are probably one of my favorite iterations of the dogs. They're the split head kind of ones. Pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna give them a C tier, which is above these two dogs, so that checks out. This guy, what is this guy?